Hey guys, so today I am sharing my March goals with you. If you are not familiar with this, every single month I share some of the goals that I have set for that month, short-term goals, habits I would like to form, and I just try to pick one goal in each area of focus. I have 4 areas of focus. It is parenting, family, homeschool, and personal. This keeps me from trying to do too many things at once. So if you missed last month's video, I will link it up here. I'm going to be reviewing kind of how I did last month with the goals that I set, and then I'll share the goals that I have for this month. So right off the bat, my parenting goal for last month was follow through. I definitely feel like keeping that in focus was very helpful. We go through seasons a lot where I just need to reset as far as that goes and focus on follow through. It's a very easy thing to lose track of or to fall into lazy habits with. And so you may see that more often, that I need to reestablish that follow through. It is a personal goal from me as a parent versus, I think a lot of times we would assume that it is our kids' fault that they're not being obedient, but realistically, it's just the lack of follow through. They can't help but to go with it if we have lost control in that sense. And so yes, follow through. It is a difficult thing to focus on because you feel like you're in the trenches when you're doing it. And I kind of referenced this in my last video, the assumptions video, which I'll also link up here. But when you are establishing follow through, you feel like you're a little bit exhausted because you have to stay consistent. It's a little bit exhausting because you, again, probably fallen into some lazy parenting habits and you kind of have to jumpstart and get back into it. But at the end of 1 month's time, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. My kids are responding well. I'm not getting angry because those habits are being formed. It's very helpful to focus on that. So I feel like that's going well, and I can now move in another parenting goal, another parenting area of focus. And for me, that's actually, it's gonna sound really silly, please don't judge me by this, but it's eye contact. I am a very focused person, and where I'm meeting my kids' physical needs consistently, healthy meals, good routines, education, good habits, I'm not making a lot of eye contact. I'm talking to them a lot. I'm not dismissing them a ton. They're with me, but I'm not stopping and focusing on them. And as silly as that sounds, every so often when I do catch their eyes, I feel such a deep connection with them, of course. But rather than enjoying that, I realize how rare it is for me to just stop and listen to them and focus on them. So it's something that I would really like to do this month. It is a habit that unless I have those moments where I recognize that, I could go probably through this entire parenting journey without making that, without being aware of that. So I'm definitely gonna try to focus on that this month. I just love their response when they know that they're being listened to and they know that they're being loved on. It's very affirming for them, for me to stop what I'm doing and make eye contact with them. I have one child especially that I know that is very much their love language is just focus and affirmation. So that is my goal for the month of March. Our family goal for last month was just establishing a good evening reading routine where we're all reading together and we're reading with them. That actually went well, but what we realized through that was that we had just been pushing the bedtime routine and being a little too, if you'll believe it, being too harsh and being too strict with the bedtime routine where there was no flexibility. And the reason that we weren't falling into that habit of reading together every single night was because we were more focused on beating the clock. And so my husband and I actually had a conversation about this last week, and we realized that a lot of the reason that our evening feels kind of stressed after dinner is because we immediately jump into our bedtime routine. So we talked about relaxing that a little bit, and as soon as we did, the second we did, we fell into some very calm habits as a family. And so we are still sticking to a bedtime routine. We have, you know, their specific bedtimes, but if it's over by 15 minutes, that's okay. It has created a very peaceful evening routine, which therefore has lended itself to reading as a family. Our family goal this month was actually set by my husband. We realized when he was at his old job last year and all the years prior to that, we had had family breakfast together, and he would always read a devotional with the kids. Devotionals have become inconsistent since then, which, you know, we don't believe you have to do it every single day. Because Christ is the center of the way that, you know, we operate as a family. We're always talking, we pray a lot, things like that. That sounded really disconnected the way I said that, but I'm just trying to keep this, the timing of this good. But that being said, there were some devotionals that we were interested in. There's one that we really love, and so I went ahead and ordered those, and my husband said that he would like for us to read devotionals every day at dinner instead of reading it at breakfast, since he now leaves so much earlier than he did years ago. So hopefully we will be able to spend some time doing devotions at dinner instead of at breakfast, and that will lend itself to being, again, more relaxed and able to focus on that versus let's read the devotional, let's start our chores, let's do school. So we never want to make a box for the kids to check as far as Bible time or prayer time or anything. We want that to be a natural thing for them. And so I think doing this in the evening will help us create that habit of it just being more consistent but more natural. So my homeschooling goal last month was to bring Eli in. He is wanting to read, so I wanted to create a time and a space for him to start reading. I'm actually going to be repeating that goal this month. So it was my last month goal, but it's actually, again, going to be this month's goal. Because I partnered with All About Learning Press, which, you know, they write all about reading, I take it very seriously. A little bit of YouTube talk here on the side. I take it very seriously when a company is willing to send me curriculum or to partner with me, because that is, especially when it's a company that doesn't do a lot of partnerships. First of all, I really appreciate that they believe in me and my channel as a platform for their curriculum, but also it is a partnership. It's not just something for me. And it's very easy to get a curriculum, show it, and then have it, or to work with a company and never stay in touch with them again. I am very, very specific with the partnerships that I accept and seek out. You guys know I partner with Teaching Textbooks, Yellow Spot Sun, I'm an Usborne consultant. These are all things that I very much believe in. I've been doing stuff with Organizer Logic. I have purchased on my own baskets and bins from them beyond what she sent for me. So I hope you guys know that there's an honesty when I share things with you guys here. At the same time, I want you guys to know that I really respect these companies, and I don't just want to one and done with them, if that makes sense. So in order to do my review of their curriculum well, I have needed to set aside some time to do a proper unboxing of that curriculum, because the video that I intend to make for that is an unboxing and showing it in use. And I just haven't had the time to do an unboxing yet that I feel confident in and want to make a part of that video. Because of that, I obviously have not given the materials to my 5-year-old, because he's gonna draw on it, he's gonna color, he's gonna rip pages, I'm sure. So I'm just being careful with that. I do need to make the time to do that, which is why it's gonna be my goal this month, because I don't wanna make him wait as well, because I'm not taking the time for my work, if that makes any sense. So what I have done with him is we've brought in those letter tracing boards. He's loving that a lot. We're working on letter sounds. You guys know that I enjoy the reading corner stuff, so we've been doing reading corner stuff with him, which is sight words. All About Reading does not teach by sight words. It teaches from the beginning, teaches phonetically. So that's a little different than what he's going to be doing, but it is satisfying his desire at this point, but I don't want to let it go too long before we actually start reading. I've also been reading more with him one-on-one, which is, you know, for him, that means the world to him. He loves when I single him out and take some time to read with him. So all that being said, I will be doing starting All About Reading with him this month. It's a very strange time to be starting a new curriculum, considering that it's March and traditionally a school year ends in May or June, but we've switched to year-round schooling, and that has given us so much freedom in starting when our kids are ready versus just starting at the beginning of the school year, because I believe that if I let it go too long, if I wait till August to start with him, he may not be interested anymore. He may have found something else to satisfy that desire for him to read. So we are going to be starting where we may take some school off in June or July. I'm not sure when we're going to take some time off. we'll just take a couple weeks off, or we may continue depending on what he wants to do. So as weird as it is to be starting a new curriculum in March, we are definitely going to be starting that this month, and I look forward to sharing my review with you guys later this month or in the beginning of April. And then my personal goal, I think I always save that for last because it's usually the one I'm most excited about. Last month, my personal goal was to run at least one day a week. I have fallen into the habit of just doing like the Beachbody workout programs or Jillian Michaels workout programs or TV workout programs, which is fine. I do really enjoy them. They're accessible. If I only have 30 minutes to work out, I don't really have time to go to the gym or anything like that. So I just want to be able to start and finish in that 30-minute window. But having a background in distance running, I have missed it a lot. At the same time, what I haven't missed about it is the competitive edge that I had been raised in as, running middle, high school, college age, doing racing and things like that. I didn't miss that. So I did need to take a little bit of a break just so I could fall out of that habit, because anytime that I've picked up running again, I'm still watching the clock, which there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to be doing, but whether I wanted to or not, I was watching the clock, and I would always end up feeling very discouraged at the end of a run where I just wanted to feel healthy and happy for having been outside and running. So I made it a goal to run at least one day a week on top of whatever workout program I'm working on at the time, and I cannot even tell you how amazing it felt. This month was probably my best month as far as my health goes. I just felt so great. It made me more consistent in my other workouts because I wanted to finish those so I could go run. I did run at least one day a week, if not two, and almost every single run was with my dad. If you guys don't know, my dad lives just about 1.5 miles to 2 miles away. And so I'll run to his house and pick him up and we'll go for a run. He'll drop me off and run home, or vice versa. He'll come to my house, we'll run a different direction, and then I'll drop him off and run home. So it was amazing. I always appreciate that time that I have with him. I know I've shared a little bit about that on Instagram, so it's no news to you if you are following me over there, but it was just so amazing. I am definitely gonna continue that. Because it was my goal, I made sure to make it time for it one day a week, even when the weather wasn't so great. So it is kind of like another half goal I have for this month, to be focused on that. But I really don't think that that anything's going to stop me at this point, save for an injury or something like that, because it just feels so good for me to get out and connect with nature and have a good run. And definitely being out of my house limits that frustration of being interrupted during a workout. My personal goal for this month now is not so much fun. It's waking up early on the weekends. You guys know that I love to wake up early during the week. I really do love to. I don't always make it happen, but I do love waking up early. 5 o'clock, 4:45 if I have extra work to do. My kids are early risers, and I have always been an early riser, so it's not that taxing for me to wake up that early. But I do not wake up very early on the weekends. I'm a 6:30 girl on the weekends, which is fine, but it's also the same time my kids wake up. And generally I don't have the best attitude in the minutes following me waking up. And then it also sets me up to, most often if I'm gonna sleep past my alarm, it's gonna be on Monday. And it's because I woke up late on the weekend, went to bed late on the weekend, and therefore I'm having to reset myself every single Monday, which probably isn't even that healthy, just to be, in a habit Monday through Friday and then not on the weekend. So it's just like a diet, you can't just cheat on the weekend and expect to have easier consistency during the week. So I would like to wake up earlier on the weekends, maybe 5:30 or 6, probably not like 5. There's no need for me to do anything extra on the weekends. I don't usually work on YouTube on the weekends, but yeah, so I'm gonna try to wake up early on the weekends, see if that makes much of a difference. We also really needed a new mattress. Our mattress was just horribly painful. We had been doing fine, and then it's just like all of a sudden I feel like our mattress just gave out. We've both been waking up with neck pain and back pain, so we went and got a new mattress last week. It's going to be delivered this week, and that should probably help as well, because we have not been getting very good sleep on our current mattress. We actually were blessed by somebody in our church who owns a mattress store and sold us an amazing mattress we never would have been able to pay full cost for, at his cost, which was just absolutely incredible. So huge blessing, gonna make the most of it, try to wake up earlier on the weekends and get into a good routine. Anyway, those are my goals for this month. If you guys are goal setters, let me know what some of your goals are in the comments below. I love when you share this on Instagram too. I love seeing that these videos encourage you toward healthy habits versus discouraging you and feeling like you're not doing enough. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have goals this month, and I will see you soon. Bye.